I must be crazy for doing this. I'm on my motorcycle, but that's not the point. I'm actually gonna be in a race car. Oh my, it's Days of Thunder for the NES. A game that will make you cry. Yes, indeed. So let's go to qualify. Why not? And race our car. And we must qualify. Get under 24.9 seconds. And here's the game. You go in a circle. Yes, indeed. Try not to bust up your car. If you hit the walls, you might bust up your tires. And then you'll have to go pit. And trust me, you do not want to go pit. So don't go pit. Instead, try to qualify. Try to make a good time to beat. Because it might determine your lap position. And oh yeah, while the qualifying is only 4 laps, the races are longer. And you might fall asleep during them. So let's hurry up and qualify. Or at least pretend I can qualify. Somehow get a decent score here. That's unlikely. Accelerate with the A button, then you can release it, then tap the B button, and go with the A button. Bust up your tires, they turn yellow, then purplish lavender, then finally red. That will slow you down, and makes turns harder. Yes, indeed. But since I already have a qualifying time, I'll show you what the pit looks like real fast here. As soon as I come up to it. Very imaginative background, don't you think? And racetrack, and there's absolutely no stands or people in the pit crew. So let's hit the pits, shall we? This is our pits. Yes, we control a guy with the A button. Then we switch with the B button. And then we can perform actions with the A button. And supposing you're actually good enough at this, you can maybe do a few controls at once. And while you're doing this happens. You run low on time. Yes, pit time is terrible. So you have to jack it up, and this guy has to get under the car from this side, but the engine's not broken. So you have to send another friend over here to replace your tires. Pit times will usually take most players about 50 seconds to a minute and a half. Although I have heard of 16-second pit times. But more importantly, it's time for the race. Oh boy. If you've seen the movie, it does not matter. I saw the movie a long time ago, and it does not matter. Seriously. So let's accelerate. And look at all those different types of cars. And since they're almost as good as you, it's going to take a heck of a lot of time to catch up. Trying to stay on the inside. Yes, trying to keep my speed up. But it's rather difficult to catch up. And I only have 11 laps to do it now. While I bust my tires. And I'm going to run out of fuel about halfway. Also, problem. Your opponent never pits. Yeah, you heard me right. So while you're in the pit, you're losing place. They also never seem to get damaged either. So while you pray for a miracle, and look up your cheat codes, because that's the only way I found how to win. You notice our engine is lowering our max speed. Same thing will happen with your tires. And then you fall behind thinking, well, maybe if you can go just a bit further. Nope, not gonna happen. By the way, your pit fuel is going down. And you're losing place. slowly but surely. And even if you lose this race, you can go into the next race. But there are standings, remember. Also, if you go too fast, oops, you missed the pit. And you may have screwed up any chance you had of recovering, especially if your fuel is low. And tires, of course, eventually wear out on themselves. Yes, even if you can go through perfectly, flawlessly, without hitting the wall. You see, my tires are taking a vast amount of punishment. And you can never slow down enough, unless you actually count the number of turns you're taking. And no one's going to do that. We're going to concentrate on that speedometer down there, trying to max out, min-max, your speed. Are you enjoying this game yet? Are you laughing that I forget to slow down for the pits every single time? Do you wish there was music? Something besides the revving of the engine. Maybe some more sound effects of the other cars? And finally I get stopped enough that I can go forward and replace my tires. Get out of my way! I am trying to fix the car! You damn gas tank! Oh my! Everybody gets in their way when you're trying to pit. And then that guy goes down there, and you have the green another guy over here. To get it precision right, to change the tires. And now your car's in good condition, but you fell back quite a bit. Trust me, you fell back quite a bit. Did I mention there's no radar? So you can't tell who's in what position, and how close they are relative to you. No rearview mirror. Can this game possibly get any worse? Not really, but that's beside the point. Remember, if you fail too many races, you'll lose your sponsors and get fired. And game over. Are there worse racing games out there? Not really. Especially not ones that have racing as their prime directive. And let's go ahead and complete this race, just for completality there. Completality, is that a word? Seriously, there's no upgrades, there's no other chance of you getting better, except the cheat. And you'll see the point totals at the end of each race. And then cry to yourself to sleep. As your banner below, kind of like chitter chatter. Except when you run out of fuel. Then they'll call you a jerk. And the race is over. Hooray!
Nice try, buddy.
Hard luck, Trickle. I guess winning isn't everything, but it would be nice. Indeed, that is hard luck. And with this, you see our standings. Oh my. Indeed. So that's the basic premise of Days of Thunder for the NES. And this is our second track. Palette swap. Nothing else interesting, except the sky is darker. And it looks like we're racing on dirt. Magmawk saying good night. And don't hear the thunder. Reap the whirlwind instead.